Hello everyone, it's me, skingloandafro, and I just wanted to come on here quickly to address the topic of having a safe space for Black people to be able to express themselves without having to deal with racism. The problem with a lot of this conversation on having a safe space is a lot of people do it from the white gaze. We are so oppressed that we typically tend to say, well, if we choose to have our own safe space away from white people, where we intentionally say we don't want any white people involved, we just want all Black people because we want some similar understanding, some time to breathe away from the white gaze of oppression. People find that difficult concept to understand. They think that we are that we're being racist, and that's far from the truth. When you have to go to work, when you have to go outside, having to deal with racism 24/7, it gets to the point where sometimes we literally can't even breathe. We can't even breathe. We're struggling here, and the only other people we can relate to are other Black people. So what I've seen happening over the years is, Black people saying, you know what, I've had enough of this. Black people are going on all Black retreats. Black people are going on camping trips, with all Black people. Some of them specifically are just Black women only, so that we can have some space for ourselves. The problem is people are getting confused. They're saying that this is a form of segregation. First of all, segregation, it was illegal for a black person to be anywhere near a white person. Okay? There is no law against, now in 2019, that says a Black person can't be around a white person. The difference is we are choosing, let me say that again, we are choosing to remove ourselves from oppression. This is what some of you are not understanding. We are choosing to remove ourselves from oppression and racism and discrimination and prejudice and xenophobia. We are choosing to remove ourselves. I know that people think what Black people are doing is wrong. I know this. However, honestly, I do not care. Because it's gotten to the point where in 2019, racism isn't going anywhere. So how are Black people supposed to express themselves free from criticism if we don't create our own safe spaces in order for us to be able to, live our lives, have some time to think, have some time to, have your own thoughts that are not dampened down by anyone else, Like, come on. We want our own shit too. And also another part of safe spaces is not even just these retreats. Another part of safe spaces is actually creating our own content. We have Black content creators on YouTube who are creating their own web series, because I'm sure some of them would like to get a foothold within media. However, they've been shut out of that, so they said, you know what, I'm going to create my own content. Currently, this week, there's a Black media channel that's been created. So a load of Black content is going to be created, and that, like Black actors, Black script writers, etc. So I'm going to do a full video on that tomorrow. But this is exactly what I'm saying. These are safe spaces. When you get discriminated against and when you get shut out of certain things, you need to create your own so that you can achieve what you are looking for. It's funny though, because white people will moan and say, well, that's wrong, why are we not allowed to be involved in this? But yet they have no problem excluding Black people from what they choose to do. Have you ever seen these massive channels on YouTube that have these little retreats or whatever, or these white-owned companies that will have like one or two black people, one or two black influencers, and then they say that's their diversity, knowing full well that their so-called diversity, the one black person is actually mixed race, which is a whole nother issue. The one black person is mixed race, but yet that's their diversity. It's not inclusive. It's not inclusive of the fact that black people come in all different shades, but they have the one mixed race person, the one person who has the most proximity to whiteness. Now, before anyone misconstrues my words, I'm not saying I have a problem with mixed race people. I do not. I'm just saying I'm calling out the bullshit of these white-owned companies who have one mixed race person that is supposed to represent the whole of the black community. And it's deeply offensive, but they don't care. But yet, we black people are not allowed to have our own safe spaces without white people being involved in it. We are entitled to have our own safe space. We're entitled to be able to breathe. We are entitled to be able to live a life without oppression, without dealing with oppression, racism, discrimination, colorism, all these things that you invented. And all these things where you say racism has gone away, and you know that racism really has not gone away. It's not gone anywhere. But anyway, I just wanted to end this video here because I don't want to ramble on too long. I shall be back tomorrow to do some proper videos. I know I've been MIA this month. I was supposed to do a whole Black History Month video series, but basically I've kind of been so focused, hyper focused on applying for jobs. It's kind of, you know, my YouTube channel has kind of gone to the wayside, but I'm going to try harder, you know, to get back onto it, because I realize I need balance. I love doing YouTube videos. I need some balance, because focusing primarily on looking for work, it's not good for me. It's really not good for me. So yeah, so I shall see you tomorrow for some more YouTube videos. Okay, bye.